Hi everyone. So today we are going to discuss about linked list. So there are different types of linked list. So first go and discuss about what is the linked list and how it works. We will go and we will see the code also. So basically this linked list is also a data structure. It's like linear data structure. So in this linked list, so this data is getting stored in a different memory location. So you can call this for example, in array list or array, we used to store this data. It was in order, like one index, then zero index, then one, then second, then third, then fourth. So this data is getting stored in sequential manner. The thing is, in linked list, data is stored in different memory location. It's like it's like non-consecutive memory location. Data is getting stored. So it's like the size is also dynamic for this linked list. So there are basically three types of linked list. Like singly linked list, we have doubly linked list, and we have circular linked list. We have more also. The things in basics we learn these three. See how this data is getting stored and how this linked list works internally. So here see, this is so basically if data is storing in array list or array, so we used to have this size in advance. But the thing is, in here in linked list, there is no need of we should know how many data we are going to store. So there is no need of size and all. So it will there we here we are using the node. So in node there will be two parts. So node means we have data part and we have this pointer part. Pointer means it will point to the next element. For example, if you are storing data in the first time, so 10 if you are storing, so we will first need to create the node. Then in data part there are two parts. This data part will contain the actual data, and for next time if you want to store the data, in that case we need to give this link to the next node, and there we will store the next data. And one more thing, the first element in the first node, whatever the data we are storing, that will be act as the head. Head means the first element whatever we are storing, that is the head. So in graphical representation you will see here, so first time we have stored 5. Yeah, this is considered as first. This is the first node, and this is the data part, and this is the reference part. Similarly, second time if you are creating, so head will point to this element, first one only. The thing is, next operation will perform. The third time, so here this reference part is containing the this memory location of this element. And third time if you are storing data, for example 20, so reference of where this data is storing in the memory location, that location part will keep it here. Similarly, if you are performing this fourth operation, if you are storing 1, in that case this 20 is the third data element. So in half of the part here, in the reference part, we will store the reference of next element, and the next element reference will store here. And at last, if you are storing only 4 element, and this is the last element, in that case the reference part, I mean the next part of this fourth element will be null. And this is the representation of this singly linked list. So we can see how this when we should use this singly linked list, and what is the advantage of using this linked list. So basically, if you are using array, so if you want to fetch data, means directly if you will give array name and index, it will give the output of that index. But in linked list, if you want to store, print data from some for example this one 20 you want to print, this is the index third one. Here you can't, we can't do. It's like the disadvantage of this linked list is we random what it called printing of data or fetching data from linked list randomly we can't do. We need to start from head. Head means first element, then go to next, then go to third. From there we can print this data. It's like if you want to print fourth one, you need to start from head. So it's like it will take more time to search data and print it. Yeah, if you want to delete also, if you are deleting the first element, it's like it will take less time. But if you are deleting data to the last element, so it will take more time. It means the time complexity of this algorithm for deletion and the search operation. If you are doing this nth index data, if you are going to delete, so it will take order of n. If you are doing middle, so it will take order of n by 2, like that. If you are doing first one, then it will take order of 1 time. And if you want to do insert data, for example, we have 5, this is the first head element and this is the second element. In between, if you want to do directly, we can create one more new node, this one, and we will point this reference will put here for this 10th element, and from here this pointer will point to this 10th. So we can directly create new node and just need to change the reference and it will work. If you want to delete also, so we can do all this operation. So let's go and go to editor and we will see how this how we should create this first node and how this singly linked list we can create, and we can perform addition of all this add operation, then print, or how we can print all these things. We'll go to our editor and see. So first we'll go to inside this package, go to next and create a class. So first, before creating linked list, first we should have the node. So node how we'll create, so we should have the class. So we have selected class and we can create node, or we can give s node singly linked list, s node singly linked list. Okay, short name we are giving singly node. Okay, so here in node there are two parts. One is data type, data, and next is this contains the reference. So this data is type of integer. So what we can do, we can give this variable that this is the type of private, so integer and the data. So it will contain first data part, and next is the reference of next node element. So this is type of node because second node is type of node. So what we can do, we can call private, and same class we can call because the next node it will contain the reference of next node. So s node and the name of what it called this class. This class name we can write it as next because it contains the reference of next node. So next, we can give some other name also, but it's like what it is, like readable. So there is data part and the reference part. Reference part is type of which, this is the node type. So so we are able to write this thing. So next thing, so if we have node, so from there we can create what it called next this singly linked list, and from there we can perform all these operations. So let's go to editor and we'll try to write this code and we'll see how it works. So we should again create, we have node, the things we need to use all this node and we can perform the singly linked list operation. So class name is singly linked list. linked list is having, whenever you are calling single linked list, so it will contain the node part. Node means it will contain the first, what is it called, the head. So here we have discussed, so first node whatever we are getting, that will be pointed as head. So this is the node name, S node, and the name of and the reference for this, so we can write it head. Yeah, so we have, this is the like head part, or first time we will create this list, single linked list, so this reference can be used. First node reference or head. So this is like that. Now see, so we have node is created and singly linked list class is created, and we have head. So if you want to perform operation, like how we can insert data, so we can write this method for, so method for method to add element in singly linked list. So the method type, I mean access modifier for this method is public and it won't return anything, so void, and method name we can do add or insert anything is fine. So add, so what we want to add, we want to add, see node, we will give data, but reference we don't know. It's like as a programmer we should take care of this reference and pointer or everything. The thing is user will give only data, so the type of this data is integer. So here also we took the data as integer, so similarly we can pass here integer data. Yeah. Once this data is getting passed to this method, so first we need to create the node. Which node? So singly node, yeah, singly linked list node. So we will take the reference and we can give the name as node equal to new S node. So once if you are calling this S node, where it will come? It will come here, but in Terra it will call this constructor, but in constructor we are not initializing data, so it will take default data. Default data for integer data type is 0, so we don't want this 0, so we want actual data. So what we need to update, this data here. So what we need to do, we can call this node and the reference. What we want to change? We want to change the data, so data we can call as node, create a variable. Private variable, we can't call outside this method, so let it be default for now. Okay, now we should be able to call here node dot data equal to data. So we are overriding this data, we don't want 0, so we want actual data. So this data whatever coming, so we are just going to store in this node. So once this node is getting stored, but I think if you want to add next time, then we can change this reference variable to the next node. So for now we don't know anything, we don't know the reference for next node. So node dot next node we don't know anything, so for now we will give null. So null we have given. So head is having head is not pointing anywhere, so we can check here if head equal to null. It means this S node having data and this reference to next node. The thing is head is not pointing to anywhere, so it's like null. So this is like first time we are creating the node. So if it's pointing to node, so we need to store this created new node to the head, because this is the first element we are going to store. So head will point, this node is created, that will point to head. It means first node reference pointing, first node will point to head. So head is head is having this data. If this is the first element, the first node, then this is the condition. If second time if somebody wants to insert data, in that case what we can do, we can give else condition and we can create new node as node, and the reference for this is, we can give temp equal to the head. So head first element we are storing to this temp variable, this two. So head is pointing to temp variable, and from there we can check. How we can check? We can use this while loop. While this temp, because this temp here, we have created temp. Okay. So this temp having reference node. If node is pointing to first element, so reference will not be null. If it's going to last one, then reference next reference will be null. So then we can check if the temp dot next pointing to not pointing to null. It's like before going to last element, it will execute everything from first to till before the last element. It will go one by one. If this is the condition, we can change temp value with temp dot next. Go each and every node reference and check, is it null, is it pointing to null reference or not. So we can call this temp dot next. And at last what we will do, we can change this temp dot next lu by node. So this newly created node pointing, this reference will change to by this variable. So this code is written here. So temp dot next equal to node. So this node, see, actual data whatever we are overriding here, so that reference every time this loop is getting executed, so that reference we can store in our next variable, this temp variable. And so this method is done. If you want to check, so what we can do, we can create a new what it called, singly linked list main method, and we can call these methods, we can write main singly linked list, singly linked list equal to new singly linked list, singly linked list dot add. So first time we are going to add 1, so it will be created and it will act as the head, and singly linked list dot add of 2. Okay. We don't have print method for now, so just you are checking. Okay, so how we'll check it's working or not. So we can create one method to print this very value is getting stored, and the sequence we can check how this data is getting stored. First one cam, then second cam, 2, then third. So in sequence data whatever we are storing in same manner this data should display. So what we can do, we can create a new method. Let's write a method to print values from singly linked list. So the type will be public, anyone can call, void, it won't return anything, and the method name you can write display. Display, it won't take anything, and before printing to this values from each node, first we need to create the node. So node name is s node, node equal to head. We start from head, then we can check this head reference is null or not. If this is the null, it means this singly linked list is empty, so we can't do anything in that case, we can't print anything. And we can use the loop, go through all this node reference, or we will check the reference node dot next is not null. Null means the last element or first element whenever we are getting null, so that is the case where singly linked list is not pointing to any other element, any other node. So we'll go one by one. Go first head node and check reference, go to second node, check reference, if it's null, then we this while loop will break, and directly at the last condition we can print this node dot data to the last. And before before this while loop gives false condition, in that case we can execute all the values from head till before this last node of singly linked list. So we can use system dot out dot print, okay, dot print, and what we want to print, the values. So node is pointing to storing where head is pointing to node, so node is having data, so node is having data, node of data, and we can give this symbol singly linked list like this, and start from head, I mean the first element, it will go till null. Null reference means last one, so it will print from first to till before this last element. But for last element, what we can do, so we can give one more system without that print element, just to print last node value. So the node dot data. If we are in single linked list, there are 4 elements, so 3 elements will be printed from here, because last one is null, so it won't go here, and last one will print from here. So we can call, again we'll write single linked list dot add of 3, and we can print. How we can print? We can call this method. So single linked list dot, the method name is display, and we can check, we can run. Infinite loop it's going. So where is the while condition? So s node equal to head while node dot next. Node having this head reference while node dot next is not equal to null, print node dot data. Okay. So first we need to increment this reference also here. If you want increment the reference, yes, it will come to node reference. Node dot next is pointing to some reference. The thing is, next time we are not increment, so it's doing infinite loop. So we need to change this node by node dot next. So each time this node reference will keep on updating. Okay, so let us run. Yes. So 1, this is the first element we are able to add, and second element is 2, and third is 3. At last we are going to display. So this data is getting displayed. So finally this add method and display method is working fine, and this add method is adding that element at last. So if there is any new requirement, if you want to add the element in the first index, so what we can do, we can write the separate method for this. So what we can do before printing, okay, so we can write the method add at, or add, not add first. So whatever the data we will add last, it should display first, and reverse. Okay, so if for example if you are adding 10, then we are adding 20, so first it should come 20, then 10. So before 10 it should go 20, should go before 10. So at first, how we can do, at first is adding the values in the starting of this head. So public void add first, or add a start. data, so integer data. Okay. So before adding this data to the linked list, what we can do, first we need to create the node. So s node equal to new node, and we need to override the data. We don't want default data 0, so node dot data equal to this actual data, and node dot next value is nothing, means null. So we need to add this data at first in the starting. So first we'll check where the head is pointing. So head reference we can store in newly created reference. So next node dot next, we will store this first node reference to this node, and data is taken, then we are able to store comment these lines, but okay, singly linked list dot add start. First we are going to add 3. Okay, let's do 1. Singly linked list dot add 2. Okay, once this new node is created, so we are going to store this data to this node, and traverse what it called, the head reference we are going to store in node dot next, and every time head reference is going to change by this new node, and this data is getting stored before this head node. If we'll go and run, so data first we have added 1, and then we have added 2, so it should be 1 and 2, but what we are doing, we are adding before, so the 2 comes before 1, so this data is getting displayed. And if you want to implement some other method, like so total how many methods we have implemented, so come here and we can see, so add, so this add method will add the value at the last, and next method is add first, so we can add the value in linked list, single linked list in the beginning or the start. So this method is here, and if you want to display the method, display the data from linked list, we can display by calling this display method. And maybe if there is any requirement, we need to add this data on some particular index. So in that case, what we can do, we can create separate method for this in the next video. Thanks a lot. Please do subscribe and like the videos. If you have any doubts, please do comment. Thank you. Bye.